For centuries they controlled our land, our resources, even our digital lives. But today, Africa rises, breaking their chains and owning its future.
For far too long, the continent leaned on foreign powers for the lifeblood of the modern age, the Internet. Every search, every message, every stream flowed through servers owned by giants like Google, Amazon, and Microsoft, chaining Africa too. External forces for something as fundamental as connectivity. But the dawn of a new era has arrived. The African Union has unleashed a seismic shift, a bold, homegrown revolution called the Continental Internet Exchange. This isn't just another tech venture. It's a defiant declaration of digital independence, crafted by Africans, for Africans. Picture a vast network of roads. In the past, when an African sent a message, even to a neighbor across the border, it was forced to journey across foreign highways, looping through distant continents before reaching its destination. It was as if a letter to a friend next door had to detour through another world. Now, with the Continental Internet Exchange, Africa has forged its own digital arteries. Messages, videos, and websites now race across the continent, staying on African soil, swift and secure. The ambition of this project is staggering. Over 100,000 kilometers of fiber optic cables weave through the land, 47 state-of-the-art data centers hung with life, and exchange points pulse in nearly every major city. This is Africa's internet, owned by its governments and its people, not by distant corporations. This transformation brings three monumental victories. First, affordability. Africans once paid some of the highest internet prices on earth, renting access from foreign overlords. Now, with infrastructure in African hands, those costs will plummet, turning connectivity from a luxury into a right. Second, speed. No longer must data trek thousands of miles to Europe or America. It flows within Africa, slashing delays and delivering seamless experiences. Third, and most crucially, sovereignty. Africa now holds the reins of its digital destiny. No foreign entity can throttle, surveil, or sever its networks with the same ease as before. The heart of this triumph lies in unity. Across 54 nations, each with its own struggles, tongues, and dreams, Africa stood as one to build this system. This is no mere technical feat. It's a testament to collective will. A political masterpiece that proves Africa can unite for a cause that uplifts its people. The impact is transformative. Students will dive into online learning with ease. Entrepreneurs will forge connections across borders without relying on foreign servers. Doctors will share life-saving insights instantly. Farmers will tap real-time weather data to nurture their crops. This is a revolution that touches every corner of life, but the vision stretches further. The Continental Internet Exchange isn't just about infrastructure. It's about creating tools that reflect Africa's soul. Forget Western cloud storage, email, or video platforms. Africa is crafting its own alternatives, designed for its languages, its cultures, its realities. These platforms support local dialects and payment systems, ensuring accessibility for all. This is more than technology. It's liberation. For decades, Africa was tethered to systems that dictated what it could see, learn, and pay for. That era is dead. The Continental Internet Exchange heralds a new age of digital freedom. The timing is perfect. Africa boasts the world's youngest population. Over 60% are under 25. A generation of digital natives raised on smartphones and social media. Yet, until now, they navigated a world built in Silicon Valley, not for them. Today, they wield tools, shaped by their own cultures, their own voices. This is their moment. The launch of this network sends a thunderous message to the world. Africa is ready to lead. It's not just a technological leap. It's a beacon of freedom, progress, and unity for 1.4 billion souls. For years, Africa endured some of the slowest, costliest, and most unjust internet systems on the planet. Why? Because it didn't control its own digital veins. Every search, every video, every connection relied on infrastructure owned by Western titans. Imagine sending a note to a friend across the street, only to have it shipped overseas and back. That was Africa's internet data, forced to crisscross oceans, loading costs, and stalling progress. This created a trifecta of burdens. First, expense. Africans paid exorbitant fees to foreign companies, making internet access a privilege, not a tool for growth. Second, sluggishness. Data's long journeys meant buffering, dropped calls, and endless waits, hobbling students, businesses, and dreamers. Third, powerlessness. With infrastructure in foreign hands, Africa's digital fate was at the mercy of outsiders who could monitor or manipulate it at will. This was digital colonialism, a system that drained Africa's potential while enriching distant powers. This dependency stifled progress. Universities couldn't share knowledge freely. Farmers struggled for timely data. Entrepreneurs faced insurmountable odds against global giants with faster, cheaper systems. Worst of all, the internet wasn't built for Africa. Search for history or health advice, and you'd find Western perspectives, filtered by algorithms blind to African realities. Local voices were buried, and young Africans felt like guests in a digital world not made for them. The internet was meant to be a global equalizer, but for Africa, it was a chain. Yet, Africa refused to stay bound. Visionaries, engineers, and leaders united to birth the Continental Internet Exchange, a system that rewrites the rules. No more detours across oceans. No more reliance on foreign gatekeepers. The internet is now faster, cheaper, and fiercely independent. This is the story of a continent that saw a broken system and built a new one, a system not of dependence, but of empowerment. For 2 decades, Google reigned as the internet's emperor. Its search engine, email, and video platforms were the gateways to the digital world. But in Africa, that reign is crumbling. The Continental Internet Exchange introduces the African Digital Protocol, a system that doesn't bow to Google's framework. Instead, it champions a new search system distributed knowledge mapping designed to elevate African voices. Search for history, and you'll find African scholars, institutions, and stories at the forefront, not sidelined by Western algorithms. For years, Google's lens skewed toward foreign sources, drowning out Africa's wisdom. Now, the continent's knowledge shines brightly, reclaiming its place in the digital spotlight. This revolution isn't just about speed or access. It's about wealth. Africa once hemorrhaged over $50 billion annually to foreign tech giants for cloud services, hosting, and ads. That wealth flowed out, building Silicon Valley while Africa starved for resources. Now, the Continental Internet Exchange keeps that money home. African engineers power the data centers. African companies provide the services. Every dollar spent fuels jobs, innovation, and growth within the continent. Small tech firms, once crushed by global titans, are rising. Farmers, doctors, and educators benefit from affordable data. The seeds of Africa's own digital giants are sprouting platforms that could one day rival the world's best. This is a golden moment. Africa's youth, over 60% under 25, are a creative, tech-hungry force. With tools built for them, they're poised to unleash a wave of innovation, crafting apps and platforms that could reshape the global stage. Africa is no longer just a consumer of technology. It's a creator, a leader, a powerhouse. This is economic sovereignty, a chance to chart its own course without kneeling to foreign powers. Google's empire once seemed untouchable, but Africa's new system signals the end of that era. In just 3 days, 200 million Africans embraced the Continental Internet Exchange, an adoption rate unmatched in history. They chose it because it's faster, cheaper, and theirs. This is more than a network. It's a movement. Africa is rewriting the rules of the digital age, proving it can stand tall as a global leader. The world is watching, and the message is clear. Africa's time has come.